How many people do you know that get their degree and don't use it? College tuition in the US is about $35K a year, and the salaries aren't significantly higher than those that didn't go to college. Put y'all on some real game on how I've set myself up for location freedom, financial freedom, and building this digital empire that's allowed me to travel the world, impact lives, and impact pockets. College is a way to secure a successful future. But what if I told you that there's a smarter investment? Yo, what is good, YouTube fam? It is your boy Joe Fit Johnson, back at it again, bringing y'all some fire content. So today, as y'all see, we got a new setup, right? I'm here to bring y'all some heat, and I'm here to save some lives and to save some money, to put y'all on some real game on how I've set myself up for location freedom, financial freedom, and building this digital empire that's allowed me to travel the world, impact lives, and impact pockets. Today, I'm gonna be diving into a topic that could change the way that you think about investing into your future, so make sure you watch to the end. With college tuition costing more and more, most college graduates not seeing a great return on that investment, it's time to entertain another alternative. And I know we've all been taught that college is a way to secure a successful future. But what if I told you that there's a smarter investment? One that's gonna grant you a greater return on your investment at a fraction of the cost. Stay tuned to find out what you're missing, because I'm gonna give you 5 actionable steps at the end so that you can make this work for you as well. All right, so first thing I wanna talk about is the problem with college tuition. All right, so let's break down the numbers, right? On average, college tuition in the US is about $35K a year, all right? Don't quote me, right? You got the room, the board, other expenses. You're looking at a hefty bill that can very easily be over 6 figures, right? For a 4-year degree. And what's the return on investment, right? How many people do you know that get their degree and don't use it? A lot of graduates find themselves struggling to get jobs using this degree, let's be honest. And the salaries aren't significantly higher than those that didn't go to college. I've heard countless stories of people that feel trapped, right, in their student loans, struggle to find a job, and haven't developed a skill set that's really valuable to the market. Now, the first thing that I want to talk about is the power of mentorship. Unlike traditional education, a mentor offers personalized guidance, practical advice tailored to your specific goals. This isn't about theory. This is about real high-value skill that you can use to make money forever. When I first looked into mentorship, I was skeptical, I was afraid, but I knew that I needed change. I found a mentor who had achieved everything that I aspired to do. Their advice was so valuable, many successful entrepreneurs came out of this program. Full transparency, this was called Life Changer Academy with Sterling Griffin. I used to listen to his podcast as I drove to work back in LA. I was driving to Venice each day through the canyons, and I'd be listening to his podcast. This is way before online coaching was a thing. And in 2019, I took a leap of faith. I was tired of bussing tables. I was tired of serving. I was tired of being at the bottom of the food chain. So I maxed out my credit card and I invested $10,000 into a digital mentor. It was a significant investment. It was more money than, like I said, I went in debt. All right, I didn't just have this money. I was afraid. I didn't tell my parents, I didn't tell nobody, but I did document it because I knew that me putting my back against the wall, fuck it, I had nothing to lose. But at the same time, I had everything to lose. I quit my job, I fired my job, and I documented it here on this channel. I said I would never punch another clock again, and I didn't. And that promise led me to incredible opportunities where I'm here in Bali, traveling the world, meeting like-minded people, networking, and building this digital empire. Thanks to mentorship, I was able to move to my first dream apartment in LA. Like I said, traveling the world, creating content and doing what I love, helping people transform not only their mind, their body, but also their bag, right? Because we know that the bag is both, right? It's physical money, but it's also energetic, right? So when you change your energy, when you change your mindset, when you change your habits, then you change your reality. So how can you make this work for you? Here are 3 actionable steps that I'd recommend to get started. First thing would be find the right mentor, right? And to be honest, the right mentor found me, right? I feel like, honestly, I prayed to God. I was a seeker of knowledge. I used to listen to podcasts from Ed Milet. I don't even know how I came across Sterling Griffin, to be honest. This was, again, in 2019 podcast. I was on Apple Podcasts, not even Spotify. And he had a coaching podcast. And I knew that I wanted to make money online, right? I've always been a conscious creator. I've always known, like, I don't want to be tied down to a physical place. That's why I haven't bought any physical business. I'd rather do digital business. So to me, it was music to my ears, and I knew that I had a foundation of knowledge with fitness. I had been certified personal trainer before, even though I didn't have a lot of clients, because I didn't, again, want to be stuck in a gym training people all day. So I found, and my mentor found me through podcasts. I used to listen to him, and I took the leap of faith and I invested. He had social proof. He had a Facebook community where I can see people being successful. I hopped on a call and got sold. The second thing I would say is, like I said, I'm a conscious creator. So I would really think about skill sets and things that you enjoy, right? Fitness is my passion. So it made sense for me to get into online fitness coaching, right? If you're into clothing, if you're into design, if you're into communication, if you're into, and also, you don't know what you're into until you try it as well. Like, I have a lot of friends that weren't necessarily into trading, but they got into trading and they fell in love with it. So you also have to be able to give things a chance. I think that there's a huge opportunity in the digital sales space. I think if you can learn sales, whether that be solar, whether that be high ticket just on the phone, whether that be appointment setting in the DMs, whether that be being a community moderator. I think that community moderation and being able to help communities not only market, but give value and keep the community engaged and alive, I think that's gonna be a high retaining agency that will be created soon, as well as AI integration and implementation. If you can become very skilled at AI and help businesses through AI and through marketing, then again, you develop a high value skill where you can never go broke. Next thing I would say, honestly, would be fitness, bro. Like, I feel like fitness is something that's going to absolutely help you to lock in to your potential, right? When you can lock in and you can train and you can just put in daily deposits and see the power of small daily deposits and how they pay off when you're focused and when you're committed and when you have a strategy, I think that that is really a way to boost the trajectory of where you're going within your business and within your mentorship. Because if you don't have a foundation right now of good habits, of self-belief, of knowing that you can achieve things, then when you get that mentorship, you already have self-doubt. You're already less likely to invest, and you're less likely to be committed. So commit to yourself first through a fitness journey, in my opinion. And you don't have to be a gym rat. You can do calisthenics. Like my guy, Ibrahim. He has a, shout out to Creed, Cali Creed. He transformed his body just like I did, but he used all body weight. Straight off bars and trees, you feel me? And we're gonna have him on the podcast soon as well, because he has a great mindset and he's someone else that you guys should follow. To wrap things up, to keep things short, I think that investing into a mentor is one of the most powerful things that you can do, because it's been shown and proven. Look around. I don't know about y'all, but when I look around and I see all my friends who graduated college, they're not adapted and they don't have skill sets that allow them the bag that they want. And they're not using the degree that they even graduated with. So the proof is in the pudding. Even if you're going to college for free, use your time to develop a high value skill that you can leverage. And listen to podcasts. Don't be so skeptical, but also be skeptical. Make these mentors and these gurus earn your trust through social proof, by them actually doing it. But it all depends on what you want in this life. Everybody ain't meant to be bosses. Everybody can't be entrepreneurs, and that's fine. You can be the heart and a backbone to somebody else's company. If you see somebody else doing something great, see how you can contribute, whether that be through your innovation, whether that be through your organization, whether that be through your marketing skills, whether that be just through community moderation. There's so many ways to get after it. But I think that the first thing that you must do is develop a foundation of self-development. Read books, podcasts, work out, eat healthy, take care of yourself. Alright, if you want more content like this, follow your boy, stay tapped in. I love y'all, no stagnation. Hit the link in the bio, join the community where you can be surrounded around like-minded people just like me, just like you. If you're watching this video, it's because you're hungry for more and you hear the name No Stagnation. We don't believe in being stagnant. We have elite coaches that are amazing, not only at fitness, but in business. Come tap in, get with the tribe, squad.